How did your twin ruin your life? You need to fail all your classes this semester so I look like the smart sister for college applications, my older sister said, barging into my room with my report card she'd stolen from the mail. I'm not having you graduate with a higher GPA than me. I felt my stomach drop. I'd worked so hard for those grades, staying up until 3 in the morning every night perfecting my essays. I'm not tanking my grades because you got a C in AP biology, I said. I've been the smart one for our entire lives and you're not changing that now, she said, ripping pages out of my calculus notebook. Either you fail your finals or I'm telling our parents you cheated on everything. That's insane, I said. Mom and Dad already think you're only doing well because your teachers like you better, she said. If you don't start failing on your own, I'll make sure you fail anyway. 2 weeks later, she filed a formal complaint with the principal claiming I was cheating off her old assignments since she'd taken the same classes last year. She told the administration I'd stolen her notes and was copying her work, demanding they investigate my grades and retroactively fail me for academic dishonesty. She'd actually rewritten her old assignments to match mine after breaking into my Google Drive, then submitted them as evidence that I'd plagiarized her. The Honor Council spent 3 hours reviewing her claim. Thankfully, they determined she'd fabricated the evidence. But instead of admitting it, she stood up and accused them of favoritism, because I was 12 minutes younger, and teachers felt sorry for me. She then contacted every teacher I'd ever had claiming I'd cheated in their classes too, trying to get them to retroactively change my grades. After months of failed attempts, she showed up during my AP chemistry final, with what she claimed was proof I'd been buying test answers online. She'd created fake screenshots of me purchasing exam keys and stood outside the classroom with printed copies, telling everyone in line that I was a cheater who'd bought my grades. She actually grabbed my test when I turned it in and tried to eat it so I'd get a 0, shoving the entire packet in her mouth while the teacher called security. They dragged her out still chewing paper, and she swallowed 3 pages before they could stop her, giving herself severe intestinal blockage from the ink and paper. The night before my calculus final, she broke into the school to steal the exam and release the answers publicly, so everyone's test would be invalidated. She'd learned the janitor's schedule and brought tools to break into the teacher's locked filing cabinet, but she was so manic from staying awake for 4 days planning this that she wasn't thinking clearly. She tried to pry open the cabinet with a crowbar, but it slipped and hit her leg, and she kept working even though she was limping because she was so determined to ruin my final. She found the exams and started carrying all 200 copies to the copy room but tripped on the stairs in the dark. She tumbled down 2 flights still clutching the papers and heard something crack, but she kept crawling toward the copy room dragging her leg behind her. She made it there and started scanning exams, but she was so dizzy she knocked over the industrial printer trying to steady herself. It fell and pinned her to the floor, but she kept trying to email the scanned test to everyone in our grade even while trapped under. She managed to send 3 emails before her phone died, then tried to wiggle out from under the printer but she couldn't move her legs. The janitor found her 9 hours later still trapped, and the doctor said she'd damaged her spine so badly from trying to move the machine that she was paralyzed from the waist down. You made me destroy my body because you wouldn't just fail your classes, she told me from the ICU where she was learning she'd never walk again. I'm in a wheelchair